Good morning, school. Today's reflection marks World Diabetes Day, raising awareness every year on the 14th of November, the birthday of Sir Frederick Banting, who co-discovered insulin along with Charles Best in 1922. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a serious condition where your blood glucose level is too high. There are two main types, type 1 and type 2. They're different conditions, but they're both serious. There are some other rarer types of diabetes too, such as gestational diabetes, which affects women during pregnancy. What all types of diabetes have in common is that they cause people to have too much glucose, sugar, in their blood. But we all need some glucose. It's what gives us our energy. We get glucose when our bodies break down the carbohydrates that we eat or drink, and that glucose is released into our blood. We also need a hormone called insulin. It's made by our pancreas, and it's insulin that allows the glucose in our blood to enter our cells and fuel our bodies. It helps your body turn food into energy and manages your blood sugar levels. If you have diabetes, your body can't make enough insulin or can't use it properly. So how did diabetics survive before insulin? Sadly, before insulin was discovered in 1921, people with diabetes didn't live for long. There wasn't much doctors could do for them. July the 27th marks one of the most important days in diabetes treatment history. On that date in 1921, Dr. Frederick Banting, a Canadian surgeon, and Charles Best, a medical student, successfully isolated the hormone insulin for the first time. The breakthrough research took place at the University of Toronto, where Banting and Best successfully isolated insulin from dogs, produced diabetes symptoms in the animals, and then provided insulin injections that produced normal blood glucose levels. Dr. Banting shared his success with Professor John McLeod. Plans were quickly underway for an insulin treatment for people. Next, they extracted insulin from the pancreases of cattle at slaughterhouses. On January the 11th, 1922, 14-year-old Leonard Thompson became the first person to receive an insulin injection as treatment for diabetes. The first caused an allergic reaction. A refined process was quickly developed to improve the cow pancreas from which the insulin was derived, and Thompson's second dose was successfully delivered 12 days later on January the 23rd. The teenager's condition improved dramatically. Diabetes, which had been regarded as a fatal disease, could finally be managed. By 1923, insulin had become widely available in mass production, and Banting and McLeod were awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine. Charles Best, being a graduate student, was not included. Banting recognised Best's involvement by sharing the award money. The Nobel Prizes are 5 separate prizes awarded to those who, during the preceding year, have conferred the greatest benefit to humankind, as established by the 1895 will of Swedish chemist, engineer, and industrialist Alfred Nobel in the year before he died. In 1923, Banting became the first Canadian and the youngest person at age 32 to receive the Nobel Prize in Physiology Medicine. Breakthrough T1D is a charity whose mission is to discover better treatment, expand access, and work towards a future free from type 1 diabetes. In this new film, created with 35 people affected by type 1 diabetes, they bring to life real daily experiences, the relentlessness, the resilience, the challenges, and above all, the hope for a cure.
Tolly, you're low, my love.
Tolly, can you hear me?
I know that you are high. You show me everywhere you go. You talk like you the kind crying. And baby, it's goes to show. Nobody fool, nobody. When all
You sure you can have this? I'm full of pain.
Just a sec. I just feel like I've been holding you back all this time.
Tali, can you wake up for me? You're having a high grade.
Stay near a shop all the time.
Come on, Tali, you're alone. Can you wake up for me, darling?
It's all gone wrong.
Finally, in order to raise awareness of the signs and symptoms of type 1 diabetes, here are the 4 T's. Before diagnosis, people with diabetes may suffer from one or more of these symptoms: going to the toilet more frequently, feeling tired, getting thinner, and feeling more thirsty. If you are interested in learning more about type 1 diabetes, or you're interested in charity work to find a cure, please visit the Breakthrough T1D website. Thank you, school.